A new dashboard from the Multnomah County District Attorney's Office is painting a disturbing picture. In fact, in just the past few years, more than 200 people in the county have faced some kind of bias crime. Fox 12's Drew Marine joins us now to break down what we're learning about this new data.
Yeah, there are 7 bias crimes Oregon recognizes, including those motivated by race, religion, and gender identity. While the dashboard reports more than 200 victims, Basic Rights Oregon says that number may be higher because not everybody reports what happens to them. From July 2019 to December 2021, there have been 202 victims of bias crimes in Multnomah County. And the Bias Crimes Dashboard shows who's affected and where these crimes happened.
A lot of communities, I think it just sort of proves what we already know. And I also know that for every crime that is reported, there are many other crimes that go unreported. So we know that this could be potentially the tip of an iceberg.
In that 2.5-year stretch, the dashboard says 82% of cases were based on race, 25% were based on national origin, and 17% were based on someone's sexual orientation. The numbers don't add up to 100% because the DA's office says some crimes involve more than one type of bias.
I think about the intersections that we, as QTPOC or queer and trans people of color, really live in, and how those are vulnerable identities when you look at reports like this, and especially looking at race. Pretty upsetting looking at the data.
This map shows just how widespread these crimes are, but the 97209 zip code has seen the most cases. Executive Director of Basic Rights Oregon, Nancy Hawk, says making this data accessible is an important tool for the community to understand who's at risk for these crimes and how you can help.
We only heard word of mouth. We didn't have access to numbers. And so I think it's really important for us to be able to tell the story of what happens to our community. We need this kind of information for people who aren't being victimized by these crimes to think about how are you helping stop the crimes if you see them happening? How are you saying something?
If you think you've been a victim of a bias crime, Hawk says you should report it. There's a bias crime hotline you can call. That number is 1-844-924-2427. You can also fill out a report online, and we'll have a link to that and the phone number on our website, kptv.com. In Southwest Portland, Drew Marine, Fox 12 Oregon.